And I'm Andy.
Oh,
Just practicing, you know?
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob,
And I'm Andy.
and we are here today to talk about Black Panther from 2018. Our, I guess, fifth or fourth or second foray into the MCU after all the Thor movies.
Yeah. This is, of course, in preparation for Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Yes, which looks emotional and emotional.
Yes. Yes. Those are two words that you could use.
I would
But it's
use
really
both
one-
of those
it-
words to describe
It's really
it.
it's one word. But okay. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see that.
I'm also hyped. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
But then I remember men don't cry. And what I
Right.
do is I punch myself in the dick a bunch of times. And then I don't
Right.
cry.
I slam my penis between two Bibles. To make sure.
Now I have a question.
You know.
Do you do it like the way Edge would do a one-man concerto? Do you like lay your penis on one Bible and then slam another Bible on top of it? Or do you like hold up two Bibles like to the side of your erect penis and smash them into each other?
The second one.
Okay, that's okay. That seems less painful. Now, do you think it's more painful to hit an erect penis? Or do you think it's more painful to hit a soft penis? Because I'm going to be honest, I've never been hit in an erect penis before. But I do know if you get your wiener pierced, it has to be erect.
I would assume erect because like all your nerves are like awake.
Right? Because of all the blood flow.
Yeah.
So write us an email, roydsreview@gmail.com. So what I want you to do is hit yourself in a hard penis and then hit yourself in a soft penis. Because everyone has two penises. And let us know which one hurts more, the soft one or the hard one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andy, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
I'm well. It's a shame that no one's listening anymore. That's a real shame.
Yeah. We really drove them off with
They
that.
were like, "Ooh, I can't wait to listen to Black Panther." I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah. Wow. I'm getting over this sickness that I've had.
Ooh, wah, ah, ah,
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Indeed. And yeah, it's. And then I just sang. I just finished singing, and then I got a little graggly. Is that?
Neither of those are words, but okay.
Nah, I didn't think so. But you know what I meant, though.
Yeah.
Add them to the dictionary, Webster.
Yeah, add them with emotional. Groggly,
Yep,
graggly,
twice.
and emotional.
All right. Well, I would say, well, first off, this movie was directed by Ryan Coogler.
Yes. And I'm also attracted to Couglers.
Very good stuff.
Thank you.
Very, very good stuff. And it came out in the year 2018.
That is true. And I told you before, I honestly, for some reason, thought this was 2019.
Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing this in theaters quite recently.
I remember when you watched it in theaters and you came back to me and said, that claw guy was speaking to me. That's what you said.
No.
Yeah, I remember that.
I saw it with my
Because
wife.
you said Andy Serkis is an excellent actor, and I agreed. And then you said, and I really like what that Claw guy was saying. I was like, hey man,
Oh boy.
you know Andy Serkis was playing Claw, and you went, what?
Yeah. So anyway, this is a big year for movies, right?
It was a big
Would you
year
say?
for
Would you
movies.
say?
So we had The Farm.
Yeah, it's the first one that came up for me too. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I was like, I've never heard of this, but right after you saying it's a big year for movies, I'm gonna name a movie that is not rated, and it's on Tubi. So I'm gonna go ahead and say The Farm.
It looks spooky.
That's where my childhood dog is.
Slender Man came out. You ever play the game?
No. because I'm a bitch.
I gotta tell you, I don't know what happened. Like games like that used to scare the fucking piss out of me. Like I'd scream like for real. I'd be like, ah, playing those games. And now, like they don't do anything for me. Now I'm like, I'm bored because I'm just walking around. Because really, that's all you do in those games.
I get that, and because I've never really played those games, I would get scared as shit. And also, like, now as an adult, I play more video games in the morning than I do at night. I don't know about you. Like,
Yeah.
I like to play video games on, like, a Saturday or Sunday morning, which a game like Slenderman wouldn't scare me as much. Slenderman, I don't know, would scare me less. Is it like a last name? Is it like John Slenderman?
I think it's like a Slender Man.
Oh, okay, like a David Bowie type or an Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, if I'm sitting there and I'm playing Iggy Pop in the morning, I'm not going to get scared.
Right.
But if I'm playing Iggy Pop at night, yeah, I'm going to get scared.
Yeah. Yeah. I recently played, what was the last spooky game? I think it was Outlast. And that's like, you're in an abandoned spooky, insane asylum or something. And there are two twins who, like, follow you around. And they're butt naked. And their penises are exposed. And I noticed they always stand right next to each other. And I'm like, their penises are the exact same length.
They're twins. It's like the Sprouses.
Well, it made me think. Do all twins, identical twins, have the same size penis?
I'd imagine. Then they're not identical if they don't.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Mid-90s that was written and directed by Jonah Hill. That came out in
Yes,
2018.
I remember hearing about that. I heard good things.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just a movie that takes place in the mid-90s?
I don't think so.
That's what it looks like.
What would give you that idea?
It just looks like a kid. And a couple of kids in mid-90s clothes.
Also the title.
Well, it could have been about an old woman. Or an old man.
Oh,
Or an old
shit.
non-binary person.
Holmes and Watson, starring Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, came out 2018.
Boy,
That's
just,
your favorite Will Ferrell movie.
yeah, we're just gonna keep moving. There's a movie called Mountain Rest. It's like, that's great. Are you well rested? Let's climb down this mountain. Am I right?
Sure, man.
A movie called Giant Little Ones, which is what I call my genitals.
Nice. It's an oxymoron.
Makes me feel better.
Oxymoron Jennies. That's what I call my genitals, Jennies.
Nice. 8675309. It's you
Nice.
calling your genitals.
Now everybody knows my genitals number.
Oh, shit.
My genital? Or my genitals?
Genitals. Wait, what?
What if I have just one genital?
That means you have either one testicle or a penis.
All right, Halloween came out. The 1000th remake of Halloween. I heard that one's good, though. I don't know.
I've never seen
Actually,
any of the
I'm
Halloween
sorry.
movies.
I don't think it's not a remake. It's like a sequel to the first one. Like they got rid of all the billions of sequels. And it's like a direct sequel to the first one.
Horror movies are confusing.
They can be.
There's a movie called Tag that came out. That was a pretty big deal. I remember there was a lot of controversy around that because I remember a lot of people holding signs that say God hates tags.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff. That's pretty good stuff. Academy Award winning The Green Book, or just Green Book, which is what I hear is just like a white savior movie.
I've never even heard of it.
Well, it won the Academy Award. Am I saying that right?
Yep, you nailed it. The Oxers.
Yep. 8th Grade, written and directed by Bo Burnham.
I think he was older than that.
You would think. I think he's around our age.
Yeah, I can't believe he was in 8th grade in 2018. That's fucking crazy.
He must have gotten left back a lot.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I heard it's a very good movie, though.
Yeah, I've heard that too. There's a movie called Boy Erased. It's like, it's a good thing you have erasers. You're making mistakes, right? That's not a good one. Let's just keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Gotta keep trying. Hereditary came out. Boy, am I spooky. We should do that next October.
That's a good
Man, am I spooked out of my jorts October.
I'll say this. It's great that Liam Neeson really cares about the environment and he's taking public transportation because he was in a film called The Commuter.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you. Which is probably a bad action film.
Probably. Have you seen there's a lot of public pictures of like Liam Neeson out in the wild with pee-pee pants. Like this, like he just straight up pisses his pants.
It's an Irish thing.
Is it?
No. No. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
If all of us Irishmen just went around peeing our pants.
I did some digging because I saw it on the internet. I was like, that can't be real, and I did. It is real. And then I found a thread on Reddit, and it was like, hey, what's going on with Liam Neeson? This guy's a fucking savage. He just pisses his pants. He doesn't give a shit.
That's not savage.
That's a dirty old man. Is what.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
But, then I kept scrolling, and somebody was like, him and his kids watched his wife die in front of them. So now he's an alcoholic, hence pee-pee pants. And I was like, oh, that's sad. I'm going to stop scrolling.
I hate people. Why can't we just make fun of people without you ruining it? Horrible.
Yeah.
A movie about Matt Gaetz came out called The Predator.
Got him. Absolutely got him. Excellent stuff, Robbie. Give yourself a pat on the back. Not that hard, Robbie. Your eyes are going to fly out of your head. Game Night. I heard it's good. I haven't seen it, though. It's got Jason Bateman and what's her
name? The woman from Pitch Perfect. Am I wrong?
Yes, it's the girl from Mean Girls and
Rachel McAdams.
Yes, Rachel McAdams.
I was thinking of, you know what's funny?
Anna
I don't
Kendrick.
even remember. Yes, I was thinking of Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
I found out that I can't tell any people apart, regardless of race, gender, creed, or anything.
Okay.
Well, I said on our Scream episode, I didn't know there was a difference between Neve Campbell and Naomi Campbell. I didn't know. This is true. This is fucking wild. I thought Ariana Grande and Selena Gomez were the same people until like 2018. I thought it was a Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana situation.
Well, the difference is one of them can sing very well. The other one cannot.
Well, one of them's an excellent actress.
Yes, that's true.
And the other one appropriates black culture.
Yeah, but, I mean, I like her music. I'm not going to lie.
I don't.
I'm an Inuit. I'm into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You got to try, you know?
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm here for it. You know, when we're in this situation, we're just throwing out jokes. A czar is born, like Tsar Nicholas?
Nope. Speaking of pee-pee pants, a star is born.
Nice. I don't get it.
He pee-pees his pants.
I've never seen it.
Oh. Remember all those commercials? Or when you went to the movies, they had like 8 different little trailers, which were just a scene from this movie. And he was like, hey. And she turns around. She's like, what? He's like, just wanted to get another look at you.
Vaguely.
I remember thinking that this makes me not want to see this movie. I don't like this. And then I saw it, and it's all right. It's okay.
There's a movie called Duck Butter that came out. I just felt like that needed to be said. Duck butter.
Duck butter.
And I'll say it again. Duck butter.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't stop me.
Rule of threes. Let's hear it.
Duck butter.
Yes.
Nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
How about... There's a lot of animated DC movies came out.
Every year there's a lot of animated DC movies.
This many? I got The Death and Return of Superman, Batman Gotham by Gaslight.
Have you ever seen Gotham by Gaslight?
No, is it just Batman saying, like, I didn't say that? You think I said that, but I didn't say that.
You sound crazy, babe.
Yeah.
No. It's him trying to fucking find Jack the Ripper.
Yes. I think I read the comic like 1,000 years ago. But oh my god, the cougar. It's back.
That was more of a monster, I guess.
It's mutated. But it's got so we got Superman, Batman, Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay, Batman Ninja. Have you ever seen Batman Ninja?
Yes, it didn't even need to be a Batman movie.
Absolute bonkers, but it's just anime as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Constantine, City of Demons. So that's right there. That's like what, 100?
Yeah, roughly. You're really good at math.
Incredibles 2 came out. I never saw it. Is it good?
Yeah, it is. It's good. Not as good as the first one. Deadpool 2 also came out.
Oh, I saw that.
I liked it.
I liked it
Rampage.
too. Oh, Rampage. It was pretty good. It was fun.
The Meg. I read the book The Meg.
Really?
Yeah. I enjoyed the book a lot. It's a whole book series.
Huh.
It's about a megalodon. It's not about
Yeah.
Meg Griffin, which is what I thought.
That's why you bought the book.
Yeah, I was like, I love this. The extended Family Guy universe. The FGU.
The least interesting character.
Oh, we're getting more lore on Meg.
Nice. How about Sherlock Gnomes came out?
I was gonna say good stuff like you made a joke there, and I was like, oh no, that was the actual name of the movie.
That's real.
We had a nice.
Shit. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Oh, that's good shit.
That's a hot fire movie.
A Pos Upside Down Crossel came out.
Okay. All right. You want to clarify? You want to clarify?
It's called Apostle.
Yeah.
It's called Apostle. The Upside Down Cross is a T.
Apostle.
Apostle.
Oh, Peter Rabbit, starring your favorite late-night talk show host.
That joke would have worked better if I knew who it was starring, not storing.
It's what's his name? The British guy that nobody likes.
Oh, James Corden.
That guy. Yeah. I'm singing in the car. That's my whole thing. I sing in the car. You like it? You guys still like me or what? I'm still singing in this car.
I know waiters and waitresses don't.
Oh shit. Got him.
The movie Christopher Robin came out because I know everyone was like, man, I really wonder what the kid from Winnie the Pooh is doing as an adult.
Oh,
hey, can we get Ewan McGregor and his giant Irish hog in this?
Giant Irish hog.
You know, he didn't like doing American movies for a long time because he couldn't just show his hog off.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like, when he's playing fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's like, to George Lucas, he's like,
can I show my hog, Luke?
At any point, can I like just whip this fucking bad boy out?
I got a lightsaber for you. Like, put it away.
He's waving around. He's like,
when I was in maybe 11th or 12th grade and I had to take human sexuality in high school, our teacher was describing like the different types of condoms to us. And I'll never forget her saying to us, she goes, guys, remember, flavored condoms and light-up condoms are not supposed to be used for sex. You want to put the light-up condom on and wave it around like you're Luke Skywalker, you can do that all you want. But get regular condoms for sex.
wow. So why do they make them if they're not for sex?
I mean, flavored condoms for oral.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know if someone's allergic to the flavor, they'll have an allergic reaction to a flavored condom?
No.
Yeah, I found that out.
Uh-oh.
No, I wasn't the one who was allergic.
Uh-oh.
There's no uh-oh there. That's the end of the story.
They're dead. Well,
They went to anaphylactic shock. Look, get an EpiPen!
like they're like, and you're like, yeah, I know it's huge.
I thought peanut butter flavored condoms were weird.
I know, you're probably choking on.
She's like, we're having sex. I can't breathe.
that's R.I.P. You know,
I guess.
Rip City.
You know, sometimes I scroll over a movie on the Google list, and I don't know what the actual name of the movie is. Because there's a movie, it says Johnny Depp, Richard Says Goodbye, and then I scroll over it and it just says The Professor. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't know what's up with this list, but like, I mean, this can't be the only MCU movie that came out, right?
No, it's 2018. So did Infinity War.
Oh, that's right. Infinity War is an excellent movie.
Infinity War is better than Endgame.
I agree.
We should probably start talking about Black Panther, because we've been talking about other movies for a long time now.
Probably. Black Panther. So I think we already said directed by Ryan Coogler.
Yes.
This movie is great.
Oh, yeah.
It's an excellent movie.
I forgot how good this movie actually was. When I sat down and it started, I was like, oh, shit, this is fucking awesome. That opening scene right at the very beginning is so good when they're in Oakland in 92.
Yes.
'Cause,
Incredible stuff.
I mean, you have Sterling K. Brown playing Prince Njobu. And right off the bat, everyone, I'm going to apologize now. Some of the names from the characters in this movie, I'm going to butcher.
Same.
So I'm just apologizing now. Send your emails to correct us at roydsreview@gmail.com.
Yeah.
See, what I do is I turn these learning moments into engagement, because while I still want to learn, I'm also a piece of trash.
What is it? Michael B. Jordan?
Yes.
See,
Nice.
These names are hard.
That was a tough one. I know.
Well,
Did you see the new Space Jam movie?
Yes.
He was the best part of that movie.
Yes, he was. That was the one joke that landed.
Exactly. The one exact.
That movie really fit. Like, I know that it's like, at this point, it's like kind of cliche to be like, that movie's so weird and bad. It was like an algorithm wrote it. But that movie really seemed like an algorithm wrote it.
It was just literally an ad for HBO Max.
Yeah, but not even a good one.
Oh no, it was fucking terrible.
That was bad. Well, anyway, the cast in this movie, phenomenal. And you know, we'll get into it once we get into it. I have some praise.
That's good.
And whatnot, because you know, I'll just say this,
because on your secret 4chan accounts you have nothing but criticism.
Right. I think that this has the best acting in an MCU movie by a Marge Largen.
Nice.
How do you like Marge Largen?
I like it a lot. That was good. Good stuff.
Just like the scene when after T'Challa gets thrown off the waterfall by Killmonger.
Mm-hmm.
And like the argument that Okoye and what was it? Lupita Nyong'o, her character.
Nakia.
Yes, Nakia. The argument they have and the fucking emotion and everything, like from that moment till the end of the movie, it's like 10 out of 10 performances from everyone. They're doing their fucking, like, there is no wonder this was nominated for like Best Picture. People are fucking acting their fucking pants off in this movie.
Was it really? I don't even remember.
It was. But yeah, excellent stuff. Excellent. Let's get into it. Let's get into this movie. I would say other great performances in the MCU though are Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda, because she's always crying her fucking face
with or
out.
without the accent?
Without, because that accent's rough.
It's garbage poopy.
Yes, it's duty poop crap.
Yes, exactly. It's that, you know, you fit it perfectly. So yeah, but that opening scene, I love. We learn the history of Wakanda and that they eat some mushrooms or some shit and become the Black Panther, or the what is it, the heart-shaped flower?
Yeah.
They're just eating ass.
Yep.
You just eat ass and you become the Black Panther. That's fucking sick.
That's funny because whenever I eat ass, I feel sick.
I get an intestinal fungus.
I need to lay down. I need to take the day off the next day. So anyway, yes, they explained that long ago, a meteor made of vibranium, the strongest metal.
I once found my mom's vibranium. Keep going.
Excellent stuff. Crashed in Africa, in Wakanda, and they built their entire civilization on top of it, and they kept it a secret from the rest of the world. And now, kind of the whole moral conundrum of this movie, and it starts out right in the beginning, is like, hey, should this be a secret anymore? Because like some people might need your help, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, just look outside.
Yeah, like you're on your ivory tower, living large. And so this is something that Ryan Coogler, I pulled a quote, like a real researching guy.
I like it.
Excuse me. Ryan Coogler describes the film's central theme as responsibility and identity. This is a quote. What do the powerful owe those in need? It separates the good guys from the villains. What value is strength unless you're using it to help someone? Wakanda pretends to be just another struggling African country, but some of its neighbors are struggling for real. If Wakandans don't stand up for themselves, who will? But if they stand only for themselves, then who are they? I read that and I said, yeah, that's good shit.
That's more research than I've done. I watched the movie. And now I have the IMDb up. The most useful source of information, of course, trustworthy.
I got that quote from IMDb.
Oh shit,
which
so it's fake.
I believe it stands for International Mud.
Feels like you're backing yourself into a corner with that second word, but okay. Okay. Nope, he's back out of it.
But
nice. I like it. So it's just the International Mud Butt Confederation.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. So anyway.
Okay.
My first note that I have is the interior of that ship has some really nice design. Like they got some gray wood paneling and shit. It's very modern looking and it looks very nice.
I want that as my car.
It looks great, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Like aesthetically, this movie is very cool. It's very sleek.
Oh yeah. Up until a point.
Yes.
And we'll get to it. But the whole opening of the movie is awesome. We hit the credits because I literally just write down the whole movie because I'm a loser.
Robbie.
What? T'Challa is sitting there watching the news. He's like, "Oh, my father's dead. Better just sit here and watch the news coverage of it."
Yeah.
This is really sad. Don't want to spend time with my family. Gonna watch people talk about my dad dying.
Yeah.
That's a healthy coping mechanism.
Well, he like busts through that whatever operation they had going.
Yeah.
And she's
the
like,
kidnappers.
What are you? Yeah, she's like, what are you doing? I was deep undercover. He's like, my dad's dead, and I want you to be there for me. And she's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Because when we first get to Wakanda, it looks fucking awesome.
Yes.
That opening scene is fucking sick. Like, you get in there, and it's not even like anything happening. They're literally just flying into Wakanda, and it just looks gorgeous.
Yes. No, it's great. The visuals in this movie are great, again, until a certain point.
Yeah. Shuri also has the great line, just because something works doesn't mean it can't be improved.
Yep. Awesome stuff. I like how they set up M'Baku as a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like, I'm the only one who's going to challenge him. And he challenges him. He almost wins.
But then he taps like a bitch.
Yeah. But I like how even as T'Challa's beating him, he's like,
I guess they all look the same to you, huh, Andy?
No, Robbie. No, Robbie. They have similar names. He was like, your people need you. Like, tap out. Your people need you. I don't want to fucking kill you. Like,
I'll
And
snap
he
your
does.
fucking neck, my guy. I
Yeah.
got you on a triangle choke.
But it's good. So like, there is a mutual respect there,
Oh yeah.
and I appreciate that, because I personally, whenever I watch UFC, which is rare, it's always like when John, a former guest on the podcast, John von Frankenstein, he'll be like, "Yo, it's good."
Former guest. He'll never be allowed back.
Never again. He'll be like, "Yo, I got the UFC fight. Let's watch it. I'll watch it." And I'm like, they'll show like the clips from the weigh-in or whatever, and they're all like pissed at each other. I'm like, why can't it just be like, hey, we're here to make money. Let's I get it. You're hyping up the fight for everybody.
Well, it's not just that. A lot of these guys, they don't come for a long time before these fights to like build up their testosterone. So I think it's also a combination of like these guys be like, I haven't come in so long.
Yeah.
I haven't come in so long. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm gonna come so hard.
I don't know. It's just like, it bothers me. I'm like, it's like immature. Like, come on, guys.
I mean, yeah.
Let's just like shake hands. I don't know. I just like.
Can't we just have a nice, peaceful way in, everybody?
Yeah. Can't we just like fight with respect? I don't know. It's weird. I got a weird. I don't know who instilled that in me, but
No, it's cool. You just don't like fighting.
yeah.
You're a
in
pacifist.
other words, I'm a pussy.
Yeah, pussy fist.
A pussy fist.
They just spread your legs and a fucking fist punches out of your vagina.
Nice. That's good stuff.
So after the queen, Ramonda, Angela Bassett, is talking to T'Challa, and she says that her and the king used to talk about the day T'Challa became king all the time. And it's like, that was definitely the queen bringing that shit up. Hey, honey, I can't wait until you're fucking dead.
Yeah. Can't wait till you kick the bucket, you fucking old bitch.
I can't wait till our son takes your place and rails the shit. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, boy. I have a note here. I wish somebody would yell at me, show them who you are, and it would just give me a second wind. Like, if I'm like towards the end of the day, I'm like, I'm fucking tired, man. And somebody's like, show them who you are. I'm like, I have the power.
I mean, he pulls a spear out of his chest. He's almost as strong as The Rock.
Nice. Check out last week's episode. Just the rundown.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when I wrote that.
It's hard. Okay, so when he goes to the astral plane after he takes the mushroom or the butt plant, whatever it is, takes that, and then he goes to see his pappy, and he's like, "Hey, you're dead, and I'm sad." And
you are such a dead boy.
Yeah, and he's like, what do I do? How do I do this? And he's like, like being a king, like you know what to do. And then he's like,
and his dad goes, Simba.
Nice. But he's like, no, I know how to be king. It's like, how do I live without you? And I was like, oh, mi corazón. And then his dad has a great line. He says, you're a good man, and it's hard for a good man to be king. Like a good man to be a good king. Because like to be a king, you have to be kind of an asshole.
That's true. Cool. I think to be a politician of any type, you have to be kind of an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like that is a prerequisite.
Yeah, to be an asshole or a pedophile.
Yeah. Or pedophile or like an embezzler.
Yeah.
Insider trader.
All
around a racist. Yep. Mm-hmm. Homophobe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get you elected in the South.
A real slice of shit.
I do want to see. So they had during the battle between M'Baka and T'Challa, they had the battle masks.
Yeah.
And like, so here's a weird question. So like, you know how T'Challa becomes the Black Panther, obviously, like their tribe. But like M'Baku's mask is clearly like a gorilla.
Right.
So like, if he won, right, and he got that flower juice, is he still the Black Panther? Or do like each of these different tribes, because the 5 tribes in Wakanda, do they all, I mean, I guess I'm diving into a question, but it's something I was wondering and thinking about, like, do they all have different animals representing them? Does that make sense, what I'm asking?
It does make sense. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because
I'll be
A
honest, it felt
question.
really uncomfortable writing, does he become the Black Gorilla? I was like, I don't like that.
But we know what you mean. I mean,
I don't
there's
like that. I was
context.
like, I don't like that wording. I don't like.
Yeah, no, that there's context here. Like you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know. But before the trailers came out, I thought that M'Baku was going to be the next Black Panther.
So did I.
And now the trailer, but I think there still might be like more than one Black Panther, and maybe
We'll
he's
see.
one of them.
I'm hyped to see it. I think they're just not telling
Same.
us anything.
And I'm all for that.
Yeah. I'm ready for Marvel to give us less.
Yes.
I do want to back up a little bit because when they're in the London Museum, first of all, we meet Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking awesome in this scene because
Yes,
he's
he
awesome
is.
throughout this whole movie.
Yes, he fucking steals the show.
I love number one, him asking about all the different things in the museum, and then him telling the woman, he's going to take that off your hands.
Yeah.
But I also love Claw telling that one guy, "Oh, you can leave, just don't tell anybody." And as he's running away, he just shoots him in the back of the fucking head.
Like that's a bad guy.
It's fucking awesome. And then when he's like, "What the fuck? Why didn't you just shoot him here?" He goes, "Make us look like amateurs." Andy Serkis is so fucking good.
Yeah, he's great.
Andy Serkis, I mean, I know he works a lot. I know he works for these big companies like Disney and all this shit, but he's so fucking good and deserves everything he gets.
Oh yeah. And he's the motion capture king.
He is.
Yeah.
But he was so good as Claw here.
Yeah, he's great. And Michael B. Jordan and him work very well because they're both like it's very contentious.
Yeah.
But like Claw's like a goof. And Eric is very like, let's get this shit done. It's good.
Because at one point they're talking to Claw and he goes, "Oh, what do you have, your mixtape?" He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "I give you the SoundCloud. Hey, yo, get the tape." He's like, "I don't care about your music."
That's great. So, well, in that scene where Okoye, Nakaya, and T'Challa are all in that like gang affiliated bar in Korea. I like how Okoye is like, "I hate this fucking wig," and then when the fight breaks out, she weaponizes the wig. She like tosses it at a guy. I thought that was awesome.
She was so fucking cool.
She's great. She's my favorite. My favorite. She's got a real step on me mommy kind of thing going on.
Yo, you're right.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
She's also what's her name on The Walking Dead?
I've never watched The Walking Dead.
She's Michonne on The Walking Dead. Hey, you know what's good about The Walking Dead? The comic.
Not the show.
Everything else is trash. Nah, the first like 2 seasons are pretty good.
Cool.
And then it really stretches that shit out. Like real bad. I stuck around until like the 6th season. And like the first episode of the 6th season is good. And then it's just people just fucking walking around being like, "Man, life sucks, huh?" And like,
hope you don't see any zombies. This is 4 episodes in a row. There's no fucking zombies.
Well, like it's just like
they just made Dragon Ball Zombie just walking.
But like it's like people. So it's like an hour episode and nothing happens to push the plot forward. And then like when something does happen, the guy who plays Negan, I forget his name, guy who played the comedian in The Watchmen.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Yeah, that guy. He's great. He's chewing up the scenery, but like you're waiting for something to happen, and then when something does happen, you're looking at the clock and you're like, there's like 6 minutes of this episode left. So they're gonna leave us on a shitty cliffhanger. And Negan walks in and he's like, well, look what we have. It's like, let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's get to the plot. This sucks. I'm going to stop watching. So I stopped. And now I'm better for it.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I've been holding that in for a while, evidently.
Yeah, I can tell.
I feel great.
So after the fight in the casino and they're on that chase through Korea, the ADR of Black Panther during that chase sounds like a video game.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
I was like, this doesn't sound good.
Well, you know what? It looks fucking great.
Oh, it looks good. It looks great, but then I get brought out of it every time he speaks, and I'm just like,
I
they could have done better
loved
here.
I loved all the car shit. Like he's jumping from cars to cars, and then Claw blows up the car
Yeah, he
with
destroys several fucking cars.
yeah. Nakaya's just sitting on the she's sitting on the chair and she's holding the wheel. It just slides across. That's all that's left of the car.
This is where we differentiate because this is the comedy I don't need in Marvel movies.
See, this movie is very serious. It has like 4 comic relief moments.
See, I get pops out of things that aren't even comic relief though. Like I got a big pop out of Claw and all his dudes just walking through the metal detector, and it's just going off as each one walks through. Like I popped out of that, but then when I saw him blow up the car, and I'm just like, all right. Like I didn't laugh at that because I'm like, we've been a pretty serious movie here. He just blew up a fucking car.
Yeah.
Like maybe now, like this is a Marvel problem that I've complained before about on this podcast. That like you don't need to throw in comedic relief in every action scene you have.
Right. And I think that again, this movie does it the best,
Yes.
in my opinion, where it's all the comic relief moments are they're few and far between, but that makes them better.
Yes, that I will agree with.
Like even like the what are those? I was like, oh shit, I remember what are those. I don't know how well that dates this movie, but
But I don't know. I just during the fight scenes, especially in this, it's like I don't need the comedic relief. Like we're having this awesome chase scene throughout Korea. You know, the visuals are spectacular.
yes.
And it's just like and it doesn't even end there. Like it continues on for a little longer.
Yeah, because he catches him and he's like, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, just leave that out of it to me because I'm just like, I'm so into it. And then they're like, oh, I feel like we need to break the tension a little bit. Like, you didn't.
Yeah.
He just blew up a car. Like, I'm cool with them surviving it, but I don't need her scraping along. It's like, what?
Yeah. How is she not dead?
Yeah. I was like, give me
I
something
think it all
better
comes
than
down
that.
to it all comes down to vibranium. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of like the
But like, I can buy that. But was that a vibranium car? I just thought it was a regular. Was that a vibranium car?
I don't know.
Was that a Wakandan car? Because how'd they drive from Africa to Korea?
I don't know. He's a trillionaire.
That's fair. They probably just flew it in.
Yeah. I like that. So we differ on that, and for that, I can't forgive you.
Okay, that's fair.
So what do we do from here?
We just keep moving along.
Oh, okay. I like how when he catches Claw, he's like, I'll fucking kill you right here. And Okoye comes and she's like, the world is watching.
Yes.
Like everyone is watching you right now. And I also what is the CIA agent's name by Martin Freeman? What's his name?
Everett Ross.
Ross. Isn't there already General Ross?
Yeah.
There's too many Rosses.
Who's now going to be played by Harrison Ford.
I saw that.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I hope we get a big red Harrison Ford Hulk.
Yeah. You want him with the mustache or without the mustache?
I don't care. As long as it's Harrison Ford's face as the Hulk, I'm totally cool.
Okay. That's fair. So, like, as Claw is telling Agent Ross, he's saying, like, yeah, Wakanda, there's more to Wakanda than you think. And he's like, huh. Like, did you not just see
Yeah, I
everything
know.
that happened? Like, yeah, no shit, there's more to Wakanda. Like,
they've survived so much shit just now.
yeah, also, he's the Black Panther. Where did he get that suit? That's
the thing. Like, he knows the king of Wakanda is the Black Panther.
Yeah.
So how does he know? Yeah.
It would stand to reason that there is far more to Wakanda than meets the eye.
Yeah. And it's clear that Ross knows.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Okoye says, guns, so primitive.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Everyone who owns a gun is a fucking baby dick.
Got him. The spear through the windshield, also awesome. I love how she
cool.
threw it. It went through the windshield and then landed in the ground, and then the car smashed into it and stopped.
That was so cool.
Vibranium. Awesome stuff.
Take a shot every time we say vibranium.
Vibranium.
Oh shit, I'm gonna be fucking
Oh
wasted.
shit.
Oh fucking shit. I'm taking off.
Oh my god. Somebody grab his legs.
So they show up back to after the big shoot 'em up. Martin Freeman gets shot in the fucking spine,
And
and
they
they're
heal
like,
him with vibranium.
yeah,
Yeah. Shit does everything.
yeah. And so they cure him and shit, and then that's when Michael B. Jordan fucking shows up. Him and his lady friend rescue Claw,
Yeah.
and then he just fucking shoots his lady friend.
Yes, he does.
The death toll in this movie is wild.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
not only does he kill his lady friend, he then kills Claw.
he sure does.
And we learn nothing about his lady friend, and I think that's good because we just learned that Killmonger does not give a fuck.
No, he's a cold dude.
Because-
Cold dude.
Then during the battle between him, the first fight between him and T'Challa, he's like, "I've killed everywhere," and it's like, "Oh fuck, he's done a lot of murders."
Yeah, and he takes off his shirt. He's like, "This every mark is for a murder." It's like, God damn. Dude.
And then when he goes, "Sorry, Uncle James," and he fucking kills Forrest Whitaker,
He
Zuri.
says, when he shows up, he's like, "Hey, Auntie."
That's so.
I
You know
love
what's
it.
weird? I sometimes feel like you ever like it's the Mandela effect. Like I felt like that delivery. I remember that delivery, and then for some reason it was a different delivery than I always remembered it.
Hmm.
I don't know why.
Do you remember Berenstain Bears or Berenstein Bears?
I don't remember either.
Huh.
It was like I was
Hit in
watching.
the head.
I've just never. No, it was like I was watching Parks and Rec the other day. And do you remember the episode where they're competing in the burger cook-off, Ron and
Yes.
So I firmly remember that when they offer Ron Swanson vegan bacon, the second time he throws in the garbage, and when they ask, "Is there a problem, sir?" and he goes, "Yes, the fact that this exists."
Yeah.
I was convinced that was the line.
What
I've
is
seen
one?
the episode multiple times, and he says, "I'm just making sure no one eats this." And I'm like, why is my line funnier?
Well, you know what? There might be maybe they use different takes, and they like certain streaming services have different takes.
I have no idea, but I just
Maybe.
watching it going, I remember this so differently, and I find that more and more. And then I remember that I have dementia.
Oh. Is that irony that you remembered that you have dementia?
Irony is not coincidence. I have no idea. I have
All
no
right.
idea.
So
Killmonger's victory promo before he throws T'Challa off the waterfall is fire.
yes. Well, to just run it back a little bit, Daniel Kaluuya. Is that? Am I saying that right? I hope so.
You're asking me, man. Wakabi,
Well, look. Yeah, Wakabi. He is
which I'm going to be
A
honest, a
great
little
character.
spicy for me.
nice. He says, "For 30 years, your father did nothing. I thought you would be different." To that, I say, "Hey, man, been at this for like 2 days. Why don't you give me a little time?"
Yeah, for real.
Honestly.
I just started. My dad just died.
Yeah. I didn't even take any time to grieve, my guy. And I'm going after this guy for you.
Yeah. Don't you see this whole Star Wars like celebration here where they're about to name me king? It was very Star Wars when they were all like dancing.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You'll know what I mean. When you see like the original trilogy, you're gonna be like, oh, that was very Star Wars.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it. So when Eric Killmonger shows up,
Mhm.
he makes a lot of good points. Like a lot of good points.
Yeah.
And you can see that affects T'Challa. Like, he's angry that he's there. He's angry that he's challenging him. But at the same time, you could tell that he's internalizing what he's saying.
Well, let's go.
Because he's already kind of on the fence about whether or not he should keep the secret.
Well, I also think T'Challa is so overcome with emotion because he had, by time Killmonger just arrives, T'Challa had just learned the truth about
Right.
his father killing his uncle.
Yeah.
So this is a guy who's angry at his father, and this is a guy who, in his anger, is absolutely going to say, "You know what? No, he's right," because he's pissed off. He's pissed off that his, Nakia has already been talking about how they have to help other people. He's pissed off that his father lied to him all those years.
Yeah.
He's pissed off that his father left this kid behind.
Yeah. Like this kid is the product of you keeping that secret.
Yes. So it makes total sense that he's going to be like, no, I accept the challenge. Like I'm in an emotional state right now. Not only is my dad dead, but I just learned my dad fucking killed my uncle.
Yeah. And left this guy an orphan.
Yeah. So I see why he'd be like, yeah, absolutely. I'm taking on this fight. Let's go.
Yeah.
Put up your dukes. And they go.
So nice. Old timey boxing. But he when he defeats T'Challa in combat, I like he's like, is this your king?
Yeah.
Like this is your king? He's supposed to protect you and bring you into the future. And look at him. He's fucking dead. I'm your king. I'm your king. I like he just fucking declares it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit. That's a big, tough, scary guy who's making a lot of points until he takes it a little too far. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I really enjoyed about this is a lot of films do this where their villains are relatable or they have a really good point and then they make them too evil. They establish very early on that Killmonger is a ruthless killer.
Well, yeah, he's
I
covered in
appreciate.
marks. Yeah. And
Well, it's not just that. Like he kills the museum curator.
Yep.
He poisons her.
Yeah.
He shoots his lady friend like point. He doesn't care. He doesn't mind sacrificing his. So like by the time we learn that this guy's a fucking ruthless killer, it's like, oh, that's been established, and this isn't a late addition like a lot of movies, like the Batman movie, where the Riddler is making great points, and it feels like at the very end of the movie they have to go, oh, let's make him so ruthless that he can't be relatable. Same thing with The Dark Knight Rises, because Bane had a relatable point, and you could almost side with him until he became so overly ruthless that I was like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
But,
like we're gonna blow up the city. Like, okay.
But they do it really well here because they establish right away, this man will kill anyone. He does not care.
And that, again, Marvel also has that problem. Like in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's like they had that resistance movement, and they were like, these are the bad guys. Like, but they're helping people. And then like they just blew up a hospital or some shit. It was like, oh, okay, they're bad.
Exactly.
Like, why do they do that? And it's just like, so your villain's not too relatable, or they're relatable, but then they go too far. So like you said, they established that he is unhinged, in that he'll just fucking kill anyone if they're in his way. But also, in a way, because he's a character with layers, it all comes down to what happened with his dad.
Yeah, they made him a sympathetic character.
Right.
Because I wouldn't want to live in Oakland.
No. And he's like, he even says, like, yeah, well, I mean, he says, like, people die. It's part of growing up here.
Yeah, because he says, you're not going to cry for me.
Yeah. And he's like, well, people die. It's part of living here. And it's like, you know, when I saw this in theaters, I was like, okay, this is going to be like a very Hollywood, like, it's going to be empowering, but at the same time, it's going to be very, like, censored or family friendly. But they fucking go right into it. Like, Eric Killmonger, he's like, even with the museum curator, he's like, did you steal that? Like, you stole everything else? Yeah. And they're like, what? And right there, I was like, oh, shit.
All right, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
And then, like, later he's like, or no, his dad says to T'Chaka, he's like, they're incarcerating us. They're killing us in the streets. And, like, we can stop that. We have the power to stop that. But, like, we're turning a blind eye to that. That's why I'm doing this, like, under the counter shit. And he gets killed for it.
Yeah.
And so, like, Eric Killmonger is justified to a certain point. in what he's doing in my eyes. I
Oh
mean,
no, you're absolutely right. But they just establish him, like the fact that he just has no problem killing the woman he's with, who we've
Right.
seen him kissing, and
But like he even says, he's like, I killed all of these people. I killed all of these people to get here to kill you, so I can be king. Like he was just nice, but he was like,
I'm gonna kill
just
a bunch of kids because I'm Killmonger.
nice. But he's like, I'll like he was relentless and very focused on his goal. He didn't care who died. Like, and that's again the mark of a great villain,
Mm-hmm.
the mark of a great character. I mean, just obsession. It's just excellence. I think it's the best villain in the MCU, maybe in superhero movies generally. Like he's up there. It's him, Thanos, and like Heath Ledger's Joker, like the trifecta. Loki as well, but Loki's like kind of
Loki at this point.
But
Villain.
yeah, just great characters to watch. And honestly, I didn't think he was going to die when I first saw it in theater. I was like, oh, they're going to bring this guy back because he's great. And then he
I was
fucking
convinced
died.
of it. Yeah.
And his last fucking words, he's like, bury me at sea with my ancestors because they knew death is better than bondage. And then he dies. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. This is a good ass movie.
Yes. Unfortunately, right before that death scene is the
Yes.
worst CGI
Yes.
in Marvel.
So here's something that I found out. I've mentioned them before. Corridor Crew on the YouTube. They do like VFX breakdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that the VFX company that was used for this was given the footage in November and the movie came out in February. So they had less than 4 months to do like 10 minutes of CGI. And it takes a long time to do that shit. So like it's not even their fault.
I don't care whose fault it is.
It looks like a fucking PS3 cutscene.
It looks horrible.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I didn't notice that until rewatch. I think the first time I watched it, I was so just drawn in by everything. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks bad. And like everything else in this movie looks great until that.
I have no idea what happened there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough puff pastry.
Nice.
Thanks.
It's underbaked and overapproved.
It's it's scrummy. But yeah, the fight itself is like emotionally charged, and I like how when the train is going and they have a moment, they have a break in the fight and they could talk. And like they're starting to respect each other like in the fight. And like I just said earlier, I like a respectable fight. I like it. I like when there's mutual respect to the fight. And like I like how when Killmonger gets stabbed, he's like, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good shit.
I'll say this. I do wish there was a little bit more of Killmonger versus Black Panther not in the train system.
Yeah.
I just like, and I'm not talking about the waterfall fight. I would have liked to see the two suits going at it a little more. That wasn't just a total CGI cartoon fest.
And the thing is, like, a lot of that was motion captured, and
right,
like they did a lot of that. But
no, I believe
like
that it just looked like
over it.
shit, and I
Yeah,
would have
it just
rather
looks like
had
poop.
like, I almost would have rather had them in, and this is Marvel's fault, not the actor's fault at all, but in actual suits fighting and having this dialogue as opposed to motion capture CGI, and then we have to wait till the train goes by for them to have these conversations.
Right. I liked how Okoye and Daniel Kaluuya's character,
Mhm.
they're like, they briefly meant they call each other my love. So like, okay, they're in a relationship, and then they're fighting, and he's like, "You would kill me," and she's like, "For Wakanda, yeah, I'd fucking kill the shit out of you."
Which it's
And
like
then-
brainwashed.
Yeah,
Like
but at this point,
brainwashed.
it's more about saving the world at this point.
Yeah, I understand
Like,
that.
I get it, but
But like
yes, that
to sit
is
there and go for Wakanda, it's like if you're in an argument with your wife and she's gonna kill you, and she's like, "For America, I'll kill you for America." you'd be like, "You're a fucking psychopath."
right. But in that moment, because of context,
No.
But
It's not context. Because if
It
she
is.
said, no, if she said, I'm trying to save the world, or this guy's dangerous to the world, I'm in it. But for her to just be like, for Wakanda, it's like, that's just saying for America.
but see, there's a civil war happening right there, and she's like, for Wakanda, yeah, and then that makes him look at what's happening. He looks, and he sees Wakandans killing Wakandans, and he drops his sword, and everybody surrenders.
But I just say that. I just get so like. Also, this might surprise you because I've said this 1,000 times on the podcast. I don't need any of the romantic shit in this movie. I don't need any of the T'Challa Nakia shit. I don't need any of the Okoye Wakabi shit. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that shit.
I didn't
get
need
it.
it at the end. I didn't like it. Didn't bother me, but I didn't.
I fucking. It's one of those things where it's like we can cut 15 minutes out of this movie by cutting out all of T'Challa's and Nakia's relationship. It adds nothing to me.
Yeah.
There's no emotional weight because they're exes. There's absolutely none. I do not care.
Okay.
I hate that Hollywood has to fucking every fucking superhero movie we have to get love stories in. Keep this shit out of it.
Yeah. Unless it adds,
Yeah,
unless
if it
really
adds to it, sure. But this is just a runtime patter, just to have a few extra lines of dialogue. Oh, they used to fuck. Oh, awesome, sick. Fucking great. Just so there could be a kiss at the end of it. The movie's emotional enough. His dad is dead. He's the fucking king. I don't care about his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. I mean, I could get behind that. I mean, it didn't bother me.
It bothers me because at 2 hours and 18 minutes, shut the fuck up.
Wrap it up, fellas.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel at 2 hours and 18 minutes. And he's like, oh, I'm going to kiss you now. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there cheering because they got together. I don't care.
I honestly forgot that they were exes. And then when they smooch, I was like, oh, that's right. They're exes. Okay.
Well, they waste
Whatever.
so much time. Every third scene, they have to have a few lines. It's like, hey, we can get 3 minutes off this fucking scene if we stop talking about Nakia and T'Challa that I don't fucking care about.
I got you for 3 minutes.
You ain't going nowhere.
That's a nice outfit, Spider-Man. Who bought it for you? Your husband? Ooh, yeah. Cup
Nice.
of coffee in the big time.
Bonesaw's the name.
Did you know that basically ended Macho Man's wrestling career?
Really?
Yeah, because he suffered an injury during it because he's a fucking idiot.
Wow.
And now he's dead.
He is dead. Spider-Man killed him.
Yep. He actually died of a heart attack while driving.
Yeah.
So that's my feelings on love stories and comic book movies. And basically every movie. I don't need love stories.
What if it's a love movie?
Love isn't real.
Chemical reaction in the brain.
Love is paid for. Love is money. Let's be real here, people. There's no such thing as true love, just like there's no such thing as true happiness.
Rob's
Just
a
like
sad
depression isn't real.
Rob's a sad guy.
If depression's a disease, happiness is a disease.
This took a weird turn.
Why doesn't no one love me?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Here come the waterworks. All right. So I'm just gonna blast through some of my notes that I have. Koye and Nakia have some serious talk about what just happened after T'Challa is killed, quote, 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 quote. And that, like I said, some of the best acting in the MCU. Like,
yes.
Because Okoye's like, well, she's like, T'Challa is dead. He's like, yeah, he died in like ritual combat. And she's like, are you fucking serious?
I mean,
Look at the guy.
Okoye's
The
right.
guy just showed up.
Okoye is
shut
right,
up
though.
and-
That's them fucking rules.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's loyal to him until she sees T'Challa's alive, and she's like, "Nah, you ain't my king."
Yeah.
Great stuff.
I love when Killmonger goes, "No, we done with all that."
Yeah.
When he's like, "I'm still alive," and I think we're done
He's
with
like,
all that.
No, I'm done. I'm done with that. Yeah. Also, Killmonger's ancestral plane scene. Also, chef's kiss acting. Like,
Yes.
holy shit. Holy shit.
I love that it was the apartment in Oakland.
Yes.
I thought
So
that was
fucking
awesome.
good.
Yes.
So good. Some of the best shit. M'Baku is the real hero. He could have taken full advantage and drank the Black Panther water to make him super strong, and then been like, "Hey, by the way, your king's right over here. He's not dead." But he was like, "Let me show you your king." What a great guy. M'Baku is one of my favorite characters in this movie. I like him. I'm looking
real
forward
quick,
to.
I want a movie, a prequel. This is the only Marvel prequel I want of Wakanda when the slave trade starts, because I want to see their reaction to it.
Yeah.
Because if their reaction is just, "We're staying out of this one, states' rights," it's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I've just checked Twitter. I've been canceled.
Mm,
But you know what? Elon Musk also, his family benefited from the slave trade, so it's fine.
that's true. That's true. He'll save you.
Yeah, well, remember, his father... You know what? I'm not going to say that because Elon Musk will have me killed. So let's keep going.
Fuck that guy.
His father benefited from apartheid South Africa.
Yeah, that's pretty well known.
Yeah, I know, but I
People are
said
still
it...
like, "Whoa, what a great guy! Wow, yeah, I think he's great for the world. Yeah, really good stuff. Yeah, he's a genius. Yeah, he's a fucking genius.
He has hair plugs.
He's a fucking pile of shit.
How can you respect a man with hair plugs? Go bald with dignity.
Honestly, just let it happen."
Yeah.
Um,
How'd we get here?
T'Challa telling his dad he was wrong to abandon the world was also an excellent scene.
Yes, absolutely.
This is one of those movies where, like, I'm watching it, I get emotional, but it doesn't bring me. It's not like a cry emotional. It's like I'm just feeling something. Like, I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling something. This movie is powerful. I think that's the word.
Art is emotionless.
I don't get it.
I very rarely feel emotions from watching or listening to anything.
Oh, that's that. I feel a little something. I will say this. When I was remember LimeWire?
Yeah.
So I used to that's where I got all my music was LimeWire. And
Who
a lot
didn't?
of it, like, you turn it on and it's like, I did not have sexual relations with that. It was like, oh, this fucking bullshit again. I was like just trying out. This was like my.
You'd get a song, and then it was attributed to Led Zeppelin, The Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Who, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
All in caps.
Yeah.
Well, like, one of them was I was going through just like all classic rock. It was like, what are the bands I should know? And one of them was AC/DC. So
hold on, wait. You mentioned AC/DC, so I have to go.
Nice. And one of them was For Those About to Rock, We Salute You.
That is AC/DC, though. So at least that's a good thing.
Yeah. I played that, and as I played it, I fucking I got goosebumps on the back of my neck, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then now I still get that when I listen to a really cool song that I've never heard before. I'm like, "Oh shit, that was fucking hot fire, hell yeah!" And now I go back and I listen to For Those About to Rock, We Salute You, and I think this is the song that did it.
The first song. The first song I ever felt any emotion towards, and that's when I realized that songs were emotionless, was Rollin' the Headless Thompson Gunner by Warren Zevon.
You're going to tell me you listen to, Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Great song.
You don't feel a thing.
Nope.
You check your pulse, brother.
I've never listened to a song and said, wow, there is emotional weight to this song.
In My Life by the Beatles.
Very nice song. Love, it's very nice to see at weddings and funerals.
How about
MacArthur Park, Richard Harris.
nope? How about my boots give me street cred by the Royds?
Tears every time.
Gives me a fucking boner,
Whoa!
brother.
Is it my tears that give you a boner?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we should talk. That soldier that Killmonger killed. She had no blood in her body.
There's no blood in this movie.
He slit her throat, and she just
Yeah.
hit the floor.
It's,
And I was like,
again, the biggest flaw, and this isn't really Marvel's fault, it's Disney's fault. It's our sensitized, like sanitized world's fault that we can't have blood in movies because we act like blood isn't fucking real.
yeah. And Marvel largely isn't bloodless. Like they'll have blood here and there.
But like they'll have throat slitting scenes with no blood. You'll see people in like who have blood on them,
Yeah.
but you're not going to see people bleeding.
No.
Which it's like that's not the same thing. That's just red face paint at that point.
Yeah. Strange. Just a strange show. So, like if you can't show blood, don't do a throat.
Well, it's the
slit.
same thing. It's the same thing with Star Wars. Universal does it. It's just pussy ass shit. They're just afraid to show blood.
Yeah.
Like periods are real.
Yeah, but the G spot's not.
That's fair. That's true.
Yeah. The female orgasm is a myth.
What's weird is I said period and you immediately went to G spot, so it tells me you have a fetish for period sex.
You know I do.
Oh,
You know what I thought would be funny? And I brought this up to my wife. I thought it would be funny if there was an episode of Mythbusters where they tried to bust the myth of the female orgasm.
That would be fucking great.
Yeah.
They get like power tools and shit to use on women.
And they're like, you don't have to do this. It's real. I'm telling you, I'm a woman. It is real. They're like,
I assure-
okay, no, we can't know for sure.
I assure you it's real. You know, if you want, I can just show you. Know what? No, I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you. Just trust me that it's real.
I had a fucking blast.
Yeah, this movie's fucking awesome. It just ends. We're back in Oakland, and T'Challa bought the whole fucking block
Yeah, and he's like, this
to
is
turn
gonna
into a
be
Wakandan outreach center.
Yeah, but like, does that mean those people can't live there anymore?
Yep. Oh yeah, no, he totally fucked those people out of their homes.
Oh my god.
Again, his father was a piece of shit, and so is he.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we have to remember,
technically.
Something we have to remember is he's a trillionaire.
Mm-hmm.
He's a politician, which means he's a selfish pedophile.
By default.
By default.
All right. Do you have anything else to say about this movie?
It was fucking awesome. That's it. I sounded
It
like,
is.
I know for the last like 15 minutes, I kind of sounded like I was shitting on it, but that was,
No, I honestly,
it was just me
I feel
ragging
like
on
this
certain
movie
things.
is like airtight. Like I didn't really have any bad things to say about it. Like
I want a prequel. I want to see the early days of Wakanda. I want to see what happens during the slave trade, during the transatlantic slave trade. I want to see that shit.
Yeah.
Because I want to see this nation sit there and go, sucks to be them. Oh!
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you're gonna get that prequel though.
Well,
really.
I also think people are going to be pretty pissed off at me for saying that, if I'm being totally honest.
Probably.
But you know what? Fuck you.
Probably. Pretty good, right?
That was
His
good.
name's Rob.
I like that a lot.
So, have you got any questions? What kind of museum is that? Because like all Andy Serkis did was shake the dust off, and it was like, oh, look at that. Like, did the museum do any research at all on that artifact?
That's a great fucking question. I never even thought about that.
It looks like they just picked it up out of the dirt. Like, oh, this came from I don't know, this tribe. Let's say 700 years ago. Let's just Toss it up there.
I wouldn't
Like,
be
did anybody
surprised.
take a brush to that?
Let's be honest. A lot of things museums collected in like the 1800s, early 1900s, it was all just guesswork.
Yeah. This is a dinosaur. Like, that's an axe, dude.
It's all right. Dinosaurs are all Hollywood anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were the other Wakandan peoples doing after that first challenge? Because we're told and we see 5 tribes.
Mm-hmm.
But then we just see T'Challa's tribe and we see the Jabari. And that is it.
Well, when Killmonger and him are fighting?
But like there's nothing, like it just looks like Okoye's, group of warriors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they show us the separate groups during that opening challenge. But then they do nothing to like show us what they're doing during these times. Like, are they all there?
I mean, how big is Wakanda?
I have no idea because all we see is the fucking palace, basically.
And do they all have the same technology? Because, like,
Well, they
when
have
went,
to.
When they went to the mountains, with M'Baku's tribe, like it looked like they were just living in a mountain.
They definitely had vibranium because I don't think there's. I know they say that T'Challa was being kept alive by the fucking snow, but there had to be vibranium in that snow. No,
But he also, like, M'Baku was like, your technology and all your bullshit. Like, he didn't like the technology. So, like, I don't know what they're doing up there.
well, they didn't like the technology because they didn't like Shuri's technology because Shuri was like a scientist. I think that's what
Right.
they didn't like. I don't think they liked what Shuri was doing with the vibranium. But I think they had vibranium.
Okay. What if T'Challa just said no when Killmonger was like, I challenge you? He was like, nah.
It would have been a shorter movie.
Yeah. Eric Killmonger would be like, please? He's like, no. I said no. My mind's made up.
T'Challa just goes, arrest him.
Yeah, and then you just kill him, I guess.
Why not?
That's what I probably would have done.
You know what? Actually, hold on. I do have one more question. Why didn't T'Challa just have Killmonger killed?
Yeah, just like bury your dad's secret. Like,
Yeah.
It would end with him. I think we know why. I think because he knows that his dad was wrong and he wanted to make up for it.
This is just the pieces of shit in us talking here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to think I would take the noble, but no, the easy way would just be like, hey, kill this guy.
I'd be the most corrupt politician in the history of the world. If I was president, I'd be impeached within a year.
I like peaches. Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, this is my last question. Who do you think is going to be the next Black Panther?
I would have.
Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, granted, we're obviously recording this before the movie comes out.
Yes. I would have said Shuri.
Yeah.
Originally, but now I have no idea. I think Okoye would have been a great choice. I have no idea.
I also think, because they mention in this movie, they say Okoye is the greatest of our warriors.
Yeah.
That's probably the person.
Well, yo, wouldn't it be sick if it was Ramonda? If it was Angela Bassett, the great Angela Bassett becoming Black Panther?
That would be very cool.
I'd be so here for it.
Honestly, I'd be cool for multiple Black Panthers. I'd be cool for, I mean, whoever they pick, because the cast is fucking great.
There's no wrong decision.
Yeah. So, like, fucking go for it. Also, Namor looks great.
Yes.
I'm down.
It's one of those weird things where I know they're changing Namor's origin story for this.
Mm-hmm.
So this way people don't get him confused with Aquaman.
Yeah.
Because he's not from Atlantis in this.
Where's he from?
I don't know. I just know he's not going to be considered from Atlantis.
Huh. So, in the comics, Namor predates Aquaman by like 10 years.
I understand that, but most people don't know who the fuck Namor is.
Yeah. I know he's a mutant. He's half mutant, half Atlantean or something. I wonder if he's going to be a mutant in this, because they are starting to mention mutants.
I think he is going to be a mutant.
Very cool. I know that Ryan Coogler was like, he said to the higher ups at Marvel, he was like, nobody touch Namor, because I'm going to use him in the Black Panther sequel. And they were like, all right, man. It's all you.
I guess. Yeah. Whatever.
I'm excited.
I'm surprised Kevin Feige was like, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kevin Feige seems like a real fucking nerd, like the rest of us.
Right.
And he seems to just be like, yeah, man, give the fans what they fucking want.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Namor is going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
But I can't wait to see that story.
This is a good movie. I'm excited to see the sequel.
The new one's going to be almost 3 hours long.
Oh.
We need to chill out with this, guys.
Yeah,
We need to chill the
like
fuck
put
out.
put an intermission.
Or just, if you're going to make a 3-hour movie, I'm sorry, put that shit on streaming.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to hold in your urine. I find I have to like dehydrate myself before I go to see these movies.
Yeah, I find myself like not drinking water and shit beforehand.
Yeah. Like I'll get a bottle of water and like nurse it throughout the movie. But
Like you nurse it on your teat?
yes.
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Well, I've got some trivia.
Oh, I got trivia too. I got 4 trivias.
All right, I'll go first.
Cool.
What language are they speaking in the film? Is it Zulu, Xhosa, Swahili, or Afrikaans?
Xosha.
Yes. Is it Xhosa?
Yeah.
It is
Xosha. Correct?
I just got SA. I might have written it wrong though. Also a mixture of Kiswahili.
Well, I noticed they weren't always speaking a real language, because sometimes it was speaking Xhosa because I watched it with subtitles, and then sometimes it was just speaking foreign language. And I was like, oh, they don't have anything there. Okay. When the kids are playing basketball in Oakland, 1992, which basketball player is mentioned by name in the quote, blank style, baby? Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Hardaway, Julius Erving.
Is it Michael Jordan?
It's Tim Hardaway.
Ah,
Tim Hardaway
shit.
style, baby.
All right. In the 60s, in order to separate the hero from the Black Panther Party, which was formed 2 months after the character's first appearance, Marvel renamed Black Panther to Black Tiger, Black Lion, Black Leopard, or Black Ocelot.
Black Leopard.
Black Leopard is correct. Look at this guy.
Look at me. Finish this line. There's some blank looking chicks. Grace Slick, Grace Kelly, Grace Phipps, or Grace Jones.
Grace Jones.
It is Grace Jones.
In which comic did Black Panther make his first appearance? Is it Amazing Fantasy, The Uncanny X-Men, Black Panther, or The Phantasmic Four?
Is it Fantastic Four?
It is Fantastic Four.
Look at me.
Bobby
Let
is
me
on
go.
fire. Oh my god.
Put me out! Put me out! What country does Nakia tell the Korean woman Sophia she and her friends are from? Kenya, Nairobi, Nigeria, Uganda.
Uganda.
Kenya.
Damn it.
The run as fast as Kenyans.
That's a fucking throwback. Holy shit. 400 babies. All right. In which... Oh, I just asked that. What role in the MCU did Michael B. Jordan audition for before getting Killmonger?
Oh, easy. The Human Torch.
Very good.
That's true, because he played the Human Torch.
Yes, but in the MCU...
Yeah, I know. I'm just being a funny man.
Oh, you're being facetious.
I'm being fecal matter.
Nice. Is it T'Challa? Is it Rhodey? Is it Falcon? Or is it Drax the Destroyer?
I'm going to say Falcon.
You are correct again.
That was the only one I didn't know for so far.
Holy shit, but
That was a total guess, but it just seemed like it just matched up with his age and stuff.
Yeah.
This is my last question. Which of these countries does Killmonger not say he killed in? Afghanistan, America, Argentina, or Iraq?
Argentina.
Yep, that's the only one he said he does not mention.
In the comics, Killmonger owns a pet leopard. What is its name? Is it Saber, Prey with one Y, Prey with two Ys, or Joshua?
I have no fucking clue. Part of me wants to say Joshua.
That'd be great.
Part of me really does want to say Joshua. I'm going to say Saber.
It is Prey with two Ys.
Two Ys. Yeah, that was either that or it was either Saber. I knew it was Saber or Prey with two Ys. But
It's like,
life
this
is meaningless.
This is my leopard, Joshua. The child was like, what?
This is my leopard, Joshua. Next week is his bar mitzvah.
Nice.
They're like, okay, Killmonger. We didn't realize Killmonger was a Jewish name. It's not. My wife is Jewish. They're like, okay.
We've raised the leopard Jewish.
They're like, this is weird.
Like, hey, look, no judgment here.
We couldn't have children.
Yeah, like, good for him.
All right, you want to get into these songs, or do you have any more
Yeah.
trivias? All right,
Yeah.
well, I got a pick to flip. So, you want heads or tails?
I want tails.
It's heads. I'm gonna go first. So my song is called "The King Is Dead," and sometimes I do something on a song, and then I go, "Was that the best decision?" And that's what I'm gonna say before my song "The King Is Dead." And I want you to tell me if you know exactly what I'm talking about after the song. So here we go. "The King Is Dead." So can you guess which decision that I did? And I was like, I don't know if that was the right decision.
See, if I say something and it's incorrect, then I'm mean. Then I'm just
No,
a mean
say
guy
it, say it.
saying mean shit.
Because you're right.
Is it the vocal?
It's absolutely the vocals. I don't know why I did it like that. I had limited time, and I was like, hey, I'm going to try something. And I did, like, edge guy vocals, and I was like, I am short on time, so I guess this is how I'm singing this fucking song. Because this is what happened. I got really uncomfortable writing a song about this movie. I don't know why. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not really one who believes in cancel culture and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the same time, like there's a certain level of socio and political awareness you need to have when talking about this movie, which I've already broken during this podcast because I sat here with a Moscow Mule and then a fucking stout. But, ooh, excuse me. So I'm so like I like felt really uncomfortable writing the song about this movie. So I was like, but if I just don't sing it as me, if I sing it like I'm a different person, it works. So in my mind, I was like, I'm just gonna act like I'm a different person.
Okay.
And that's what I came with, that gravelly. And then I listened back, I was like, it's not the worst. But it's like, Rob, what was your thought process here? What was your fucking... And my thought process was I was a scared boy. Because I just felt uncomfortable writing a song about this movie. And like,
scared boy.
I just felt wildly uncomfortable for some reason. It's like if I had to write a song about Schindler's List or something like that. It's like, and I know this movie isn't the same emotional weight as that, obviously. This is still a superhero movie, but there's just, I don't know. I'm just like one of them, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to write. Like, there's so much social and economic and political shit here that's like, as an Irish Catholic white male from America, maybe I'm not the best person to be writing songs about this. I was like, but you know who can write a song about this? Craig Taylor. So I went in with this voice and I was like, I'm gonna sing like this during the whole song.
All right.
And that's what I did.
The way I see it is we enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
And we know how important this movie is. Because like representation is important. So like I know some people who like when that movie came out, I was like, hey, did you see Black Panther? And they said, I didn't see that. I was like, why not? And they were like, because I know they watch all the other Marvel movies. I'm like, oh, why not? And they're like, they made it a race thing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Right. No, they
Because
absolutely
it stars black people and it's about black people. Like,
if you make a movie with black people now, it's a political statement, apparently.
Yeah, like, what are you fucking talking about? They made it a black thing. Do you mean a movie? They made a movie starring black people?
So what you're saying is
black cast? Like,
you spoke to people from Long Island.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. No, you could just say it. Long Island's a racist shithole.
I mean, it's
You're like, I'm not touching it.
I'm not gonna say it, but it's racist for sure. If that place was red, I mean, if that place was its own state, it would be red as fuck.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of the few people who believes Long Island should be its own state.
Here we go.
I do. No, I honestly do believe that.
Yeah. I mean, we know the importance of it. We know why it's good. We know what they're talking about. I feel like we're on the right side here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
I agree with.
I don't think you have anything to be ashamed about.
It's not even a matter of being it's more scared. It's more scared like a bitch than anything else.
I don't think you have anything to worry about because I don't know, you're not a racist. You're not a bad guy. So like
but it's still like this like level of like, I guess not racist, but almost appropriation, where it's like, do people care? Do people need me to write like? And I know we're writing songs about movies. At the heart of this, we're just writing songs about movies, and I do know that. Yeah. But like, there are certain things where it's like, my opinion's not needed. It's like abortion. My opinion's not needed on abortion.
I mean, your opinion's not I mean, people's opinions aren't really needed generally.
No, I understand that, but like my
But this is the
opinion
internet.
isn't valuable. I mean,
Right? Who cares? It's the internet, though. Like, put it up. Put it up.
oh, I say heinous shit on Twitter at Robert Corridor.
Nice plug. Sick
Thanks.
plug.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks.
But like, it's. I don't think it's a problem. We're not saying anything bad about this movie, and the things we are saying that are bad are like the VFX at the end. And, like,
I asked some
maybe
pretty tough questions.
That's true, but like that. I don't know. It's a valid question in my
In
opinion.
fairness, all I did say was I do want to see like a prequel where it's like, hey, I want to see Wakanda through the years and how they just kind of reacted to this shit.
Right. And again, that plays into the whole theme of the movie is like, hey, our leaders always right? Are the people with everything making the right decisions? No, they're not. And I think that's part of the question you asked. And I think it's straight out of the director's mouth. So it's like, I don't know. I think we're all on the same page here. Also, this is a great movie.
It was a great movie. It is a great movie.
Also, I feel like we should probably mention. Well, I don't really know. I was gonna say like, we didn't really mention that Chadwick Boseman's dead.
Yeah, I knew you were going there, and I was like, I just wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to touch it. I don't know how to.
R.I.P. I mean, that was one of the only celebrity deaths that I was like, I'm sad. I'm sad about that one.
It's tough to get sad about celebrity deaths. It really is.
Yeah, because like I'm like, all right, I don't care.
Well, no, because my thinking is like, okay, yes, it sucks to die young, but you know how much I would give up to live your life? Like,
oh hell,
like
yeah.
43 Chadwick Boseman years has got to be better than 100 Rob Hall years.
Yeah, apparently he had cancer during this.
Yeah. I mean,
That's crazy.
Again, tough dude, tough bro, absolutely. But like, I'd rather die at 27 as Jim Morrison than live to 1,000,000 as me.
I wouldn't want to be Jim Morrison.
Why not? You've been the Doors.
I don't like the Doors.
Okay, but you know how much pussy you would get.
Yeah, but in the 60s.
That's the best pussy there was.
How do you know?
I don't. I'd imagine it was very bushy.
That's fine. I'm
No,
fine.
that's totally cool.
It's just like
That's what Run Through the Jungle by CCR is about. Just eating puss.
It's kind of like, you ever see like just naked bodies throughout certain decades? They look very different. And like 60s naked bodies, they don't really do much for me.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't do it because they're black and white photos most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, I don't know how I couldn't tell you how many nude photos I've seen from the 1960s.
Same. Really, it's like that John and Yoko photo.
So from the 70s. Was it 1980?
No, the naked one.
Yeah.
That's
When was it?
like 1968.
Was it? No, I don't know. Fucking, I thought it was the
Yeah.
70s or maybe even 1980.
No. And it's just like, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're
I'm
ugly
not
people.
body shaming nobody. I'm not body.
No,
like,
but you can't look at ugly fucking people and go, I don't like the naked body. It's like, yeah, you're looking at ugly people.
You look at like, I don't know. Just yeah, it's true. There's really not a lot of naked stuff from that era.
Well, you
I
can
don't know.
find it.
Something about like, I don't know. Something about it. I don't know. I would imagine it looks like everybody smelled.
Yeah, Andy, you don't like Bush. Just say it.
I'm fine with Bush.
Okay. So you
I
voted for
voted for him.
Bush. Yes.
I wasn't old enough to.
I was
vote.
going to say, you were just a wee lad.
Yeah. Anyway, my song. My song is called. What is my song called?
Called I'm Your King.
I'm Your King.
I paused for a second to see if you knew it, and I was like, oh, he
No.
actually needs me to answer this question.
Here's the thing. I went about this one very differently from how I normally do it. I think I've explained what I normally do. This time, I recorded the music before I even wrote the lyrics.
I do that every time.
I never do that. So I did it this time. I didn't have a melody or anything. I had some riffs. I smashed them all together. And then I just made it. I made it up. And I don't know how I feel about it because I literally just recorded it and I haven't played it back. So I hope it sounds good, and I hope I like it at least. But yeah, it's called "I'm Your King." was a lot.
I like it. I like it.
All right, thank you. That was kind
I'm
of a
so
lot.
overcome with cum.
Oh my god, I saw that. I noticed that on the camera. I was like, wow, that's a lot of cum.
Wow, he is jizzing all over himself.
This dude is overflowing with cum. Like it's coming out of his fucking mouth.
It's just
Yeah, like
seeping
I
out
said-
my pores.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Does it feel good though? Because it's cum.
Oh yeah, it feels fucking great.
Oh well, good for you, man.
Just wish it was my cum.
Robbie.
I gotta stop drinking cow cum. All right, go ahead.
Good fucking lord, that's just milk, Rob.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're good.
Wait, the stuff you put in your cereal?
Yeah.
That's not cum.
Nah, dude. Nah, that's milk.
So I've been jerking off cows for no reason.
You're not jerking off a cow, man. You're milking.
Oh, you're right. I'm jerking off bulls.
Uh-oh. Rob puts cum in his cereal. You're gonna get pregnant. Anyway. Yeah, I recorded that one a little differently. I kind of smashed a whole bunch of riffs together. Kind of on first listen back. A little busy. A lot going on. But you know what? There's a lot going on in this movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I might edit that and send it to you later, and you might. So never mind. I mean, it's told from the perspective of Eric, and how he's like.
It's so funny. Just Eric. No, just
Yeah.
call him Killmonger. Please
Nah,
call.
man, we're friends.
No, it's Black Panther versus Eric.
Yeah, Eric. Like Eric Killmonger is like, again, I feel like he's a very, I don't know if justified's the right word, because he wants to like
He's
have a massive uprising, but it's
in
like,
a way justified works.
yeah. So like, the point he's making is like, you're not doing anything. So I'm going to take the crown and I'm going to do something. Because you won't fucking do it. You don't got the fucking stones, brother. And yeah, I respect him for that. But at the same time, you know, it's a good thing T'Challa won in the end.
Oh yeah.
You know, so again, great movie, and it raises like great questions, and it's a step forward for like Marvel and like the superhero genre. Like, wow, you could tell like a real meaningful story with superhero shit. Like, very cool.
Which is
cool.
almost unfortunate that Marvel has taken huge steps back with that.
Yeah, well, we'll see with the squeakquel.
No, I know, but I'm just talking about in general. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
well,
emotional weight to any of the movie. I mean, other than Infinity War, there's really no emotional weight to any of the other movies since then.
yeah. I mean, when she was buzzing her boy in the noggin,
Nice.
that's good shit. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Marvel now is they're right now they're kind of just shooting their shot everywhere. Like, they're like, does this work? Do you like this? How about this? Do you like this? And like, it's working here and there. Like Werewolf by Night, we watched that.
That was
We were
really
gonna
good.
do a podcast on it, but then we were like, that was just good. Like,
Yeah, we had
don't
nothing
really
to say.
Like, it would really just be like, that was really good. Anyway, here's a song.
And then we just sort of howled.
Yeah. Oh, werewolves of by night. But like, that was really good. She-Hulk is like, you know, I liked how it's just them shooting their shot. Like, they're like, does this work? Do you like this? And like, certain episodes, it's like, yeah, this works. And then other episodes, like, what was the point of all this? There's really no point to all of this. Like,
I just want to put it out there. I didn't care for She-Hulk all that much.
Robbie,
It was fine. Totally fine. I thought the last 3 episodes were the funniest 3,
Okay.
but that ending fell flat to me. I thought the acting was good in it. I just thought
Yeah.
the humor didn't hit with me, and the ending fell kind of flat.
I'm like okay with just like a sitcom format. Like, I'm okay with all that. But you got to
Fuck, can we do a
like,
She-Hulk spoiler?
yeah.
All right. I didn't like the Kevin ending. I did not like that one bit.
I don't know. I just hope they never do it again.
I get it, but like that's not something that you could just put. That's a genie you can't put back in the bottle. Like I was cool. I'm totally cool with the breaking the fourth wall. I like that. I think that was done really well throughout the series. I think that's a really effective way to get the character's inner monologue across. And I understand this was a clip from the comic panel.
Yeah.
But like this isn't comic books.
Right.
And to just be like, "Oh, I'm just going to write the ending of my show" is like, "Hey, why have I tuned in for 9 episodes? If you could if you could have done this the whole time."
Yeah, you could have made this whole thing better.
Yeah, like you could have you could have made jokes that land. You know, you could have written so Titania was the main villain at the end of the story.
Right. And that was another thing. Like they would introduce characters, and it would like be like, okay, that's the arc that's gonna happen, and then it would end like halfway through the next episode, and then we're on to a new thing. It was kind of like aimless.
Yeah.
Like, but that being said, I enjoyed it for the most part. Like I didn't buy it. Like if that was a movie and I went to the theaters, I'd be like that. I didn't like that. But like it was just I turn on my Disney Plus that I already have.
That's fair.
Every Thursday.
I
Like,
just
all right, whatever.
I just say it's going to be difficult now to bring She-Hulk into the rest of the MCU after she's just been like, "I'm going to go rewrite my show."
Yeah, and I think the way to do that would be for her to be like, "Hey guys, this isn't gonna be like my show." Like she could just address the audience like she does. She's like, "Guys, this is like the real Marvel stuff. So I'm gonna do superhero shit. So like this is the last time I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm not gonna rewrite anything. Let's just see what happens." And then boom, action.
I guess, but even then, like I'm being taken out of it. I think the best way they handle it is in the next Avengers movie has to be She-Hulk and Deadpool looking for Kevin.
Yeah, I guess. I really hope they just never bring up Kevin again.
But like that's the problem. You can't put that genie back in the bottom. Now that I've seen one superhero, and that's part of the problem is like because it's a superhero universe where the abilities are endless. Now that I've seen someone rewrite the show,
well,
like,
I think it's also
you can't never try that again.
Like Marvel is very like conscious of the fans and what they like, and I think that not a lot of people loved She-Hulk, so I think they might just not do.
But She-Hulk
Kevin
wasn't even
again.
bad.
No, it wasn't.
Like it wasn't my thing. I'm not into legal comedies.
Yeah,
But like,
I mean,
it wasn't bad. I mean, again, some of the jokes landed, some of the jokes didn't. That's
how'd you
just
like
how
Matt Murdock though.
I thought her. What's her name? What's the actress's name?
Maslany, Tatiana Maslany.
Yeah, I thought she was awesome. I thought her and Charlie Cox had a great chemistry together.
Yeah.
I thought her performance was awesome.
What's up with his last name though? Charlie Cox?
I know.
Like what? Like what? Charlie penises? What are you doing, dude?
Come on, man. What's next? Dave Vaginas?
Nice. So like, yeah,
But I look at that and I go, because everything in the MCU ties together, you can't just put something out there that goes, "Oh, by the way, this has no bearing on the rest of the MCU."
well, I think that's also She-Hulk's thing generally. Is like it's usually like small things.
But which is fine. If you want to make She-Hulk its own thing, fine. Awesome. Do that. But you cannot bring her. I don't see how you bring her into the Avengers without it being like, "Hey, why don't we at least try that?" And her going, "Oh, well, they put that line of dialogue in that they fixed." I was like, "Okay, but why don't we fucking try it?"
Right.
Like,
and, I mean, it's also not only that, but like in the world building for She-Hulk, it was kind of like, oh, there's just like people with superpowers just walking around in the MCU. Like,
yeah,
like that bull guy and the matador guy, and then like the immortal guy.
Yeah. The guy. Yeah, with all the wives and
vampire
shit.
guy. Yeah, like these people are just walking. So like now it's getting into like a zany kind of territory where like, oh, these superheroes are just people who have powers who just decide to fight crime, and then there's like people with powers just walking around who are like, yeah, I'm not gonna throw on a suit, but like I could do this.
Or they're just bad villains. A lot of those
Yeah.
in Abomination's yurt were just bad villains.
Right. But then like I like that stuff. I thought it was funny.
I thought it was
well
funny.
done.
Yeah, I thought it worked.
But like if this is the world, then like that changes a lot
Yeah,
in the MCU, you know, like
it's one of those like, while it's great to have all this content, it's almost a curse because now then it's like, God, you can't take it so seriously. It's like, then you don't get to take it seriously.
right.
You don't get to put out movies like Black Panther and Wakanda Forever and then look at me and go, why are you taking it seriously?
Yeah.
It's like, do you see what you're doing?
Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with taking a movie seriously or not seriously. Like but if they're all part of the same universe, it's like it kind of makes everything a little wonkier.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's cool to break the fourth wall. I think it works. To have her straight up rewrite the show.
Yeah.
And I get it. It was done in the comics, but it doesn't work in cinema. It doesn't work in television. Because again, at the end of the day, why did I sit through 9 episodes if she could have done this the whole time?
Yeah. I don't know. It was also
like,
again,
why wouldn't
like
you?
I said-
Why wouldn't you rewrite it so you don't get into the fucking car accident?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it was aimless. I thought it was very aimless. Like,
Yeah.
certain episodes ended and it was like, oh, okay. And then others, it was like, what did I just watch? Well, I think that Marvel Phase 4 is a little, it's a little weak. It's a little weak, generally.
I'm going to say this. I don't think it's weak. I think people are considering it weak because, remember, when Marvel first started, like, there wasn't this thing of Phase 1.
Yeah.
You know, so now we're calling it Phase 4 when it's like, hey, guys, maybe look at it. And again, that's partly Marvel's fault for calling it Phase 4. But maybe look at it as a soft, I don't want to say reboot, but like a soft reset. Like, remember, now they have to develop all these stories to lead up to the next Avengers movies.
Yeah.
So
But,
I think a lot of people are expecting like a lot. Like for the most part, I've thought a lot of things from Phase 4 have been really good.
Yeah, no, when it hits. But then there's like, and I think it's mostly the shows. A lot of the shows, it's like, wow, this is a really interesting concept. And then by the end of it, it's just like your typical like laser fight or like a really short fight. A lot of shoehorning fights.
You know what my problem is? I'm totally cool with fight scenes.
I'm cool with fight scenes too, but like, I don't know, like Moon Knight, I thought was really cool because it was like cerebral, like all this crazy shit was going on, and then at the end it was like a giant hawk skeleton fighting I forgot the giant animal that it was
Alligator.
and then like he's also fighting Ethan Hawke.
Well, that's the
got
problem with
glass in
every
shoes.
Marvel series is the ending is rushed.
Yeah, it's just
Every
like
Marvel series rushes the ending.
it's like you could do whatever you want as long as they all end the same. And like I don't like that.
Yeah, that I agree because like Moon Knight was awesome and then the ending was totally flat.
Yeah.
Totally flat. Because
Same with WandaVision. WandaVision was so cool, and then the ending is like, oh, it's a laser fight in the sky.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the endings fall flat because they don't know where, because at the end of the day they're like, it's a comic book.
Yeah. But you know what? When I read comic books, honestly, a lot of the time the ending falls flat.
Yeah, because a lot of times it sets things back to the status quo.
Because you know what it is? It's like they have an idea and it's a unique idea. It's out of the box, and they keep going with that idea, and they never wrote the ending, and they just keep going with this idea, and it starts getting thinner and thinner, and you start to see the cracks, and you're like, wait, what? And then
we need to end this arc now.
Yeah, and then they end it, and you're like, what? Like there's a book, Robert Kirkman, guy who does he did Invincible, he did Walking Dead, big time guy, right? Great stuff for the most part. I forget what it was called. I think it was like Outcast or something like that. And it was about like possessions, like demons possessing people. And like this guy was formerly possessed, and he's like going around finding other people who are being possessed. And it like seems like it's about demons. And then it like gets into some weird kung fu shit where you like kick the demon out of the people. And like I was 40 issues in, and I was reading this thing. I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
And I just dropped it. I was like, I was really into that spooky shit. And now it's just like he's training in kung fu. I was like, it's kind of like The Matrix. Like The Matrix is like such a cool cerebral idea. And then it's like, but now it's a kung fu movie. And like I'm telling, like halfway through The Matrix, I'm like, what? Ah. And like I know everybody loves The Matrix, and whenever I tell anybody that, they're like, what are you fucking talking about? That's the best part. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but like, where the fuck did kung fu come from? We're in a simulation. That's such a cool idea. And now he's like running up walls. He's like, I could see the future. Like, what?
I've only seen the first Matrix movie like 20 years ago.
That's the one I'm talking about. But like, I've never seen the other ones. But like,
I don't remember anything about
it's
it.
just like cool. There's another one called Nailbiter. It's a comic book. It's very good. Up to a certain point, like
He goes to Home Depot and he buys a bunch of nails.
Nail biter, Robbie. Biter.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
bites the nails.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, it's a town where
I thought you said nail buyer. That would have been really funny if I honestly thought you said nail buyer. And it's just a guy going to Home Depot and Lowe's and Ace Hardware just buying
let me
nails.
get a 3/4 inch. Thanks. That's the whole thing. Let me get a half inch. Let me get an inch and a half. But it's about a town where for some reason an inordinary amount of serial killers come out of this town. And like by the end of it, it's like some crazy end of the world plot. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did this happen? Comic book movies, they all have the same problem. How do you end it? Like, write the whole story first.
Right. Know where you're going.
Infinity War and Endgame were like, they blew my mind because I was like, wow, that is a definitive ending. Holy shit, they did it. But yeah, anyway, that's how we feel about. I mean, Phase 4 has been hit and miss a lot, like we said, and there's honestly there's just too much of it.
Exactly. That's the problem. Is there's too much.
It's like, and I'm gonna watch it all because I'm a fan. So
I'm
like,
gonna watch it all because I'm a pig.
It's just like I don't know. I don't like the back-to-back shit. Like I need that breathing room. Like it went from like what was it, like something right into Moon Knight, right into She-Hulk or something.
Yeah, there's like a 2 or 1 week break a lot of times.
Yeah, I need that breathing room to like really appreciate it, let it sink in.
Well, for so long it was you'd get one movie and then you'd have to wait like 6 months to a year for the next movie. But now
And
it's
that's
like
fine.
now it's like every week you're getting another 40-minute installment.
Yeah, and like I loved Daredevil on Netflix, and now I see like the Daredevil Born Again is like 16 episodes. It's like that's a lot. I'm pumped, but that's a lot.
I'm cool with 16 episodes, but then you got to remember you're also going to be getting movies in that time.
Yeah.
Like for a television show, if this was a standalone Daredevil TV show that didn't tie into another universe that's also going to have movies airing and other TV shows, it's a lot easier to take in than this. Oh, so I hope you're paying attention to all 16 of these episodes because they're going to be very important for Echo, and they're going to be very important for the next season of this and this movie.
Like, I hope you're taking notes.
But it's also like in the MCU now, in this Phase 4, they've introduced characters, and now I'm sitting here going, when are they coming back? Like Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character. She shows up in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
She shows up in Black Widow.
Yeah. Thunderbolts.
That's it. But I understand that. But like, you can't introduce her and then like in these short scenes have all of these fucking other shows and movies with her not making an appearance.
Yeah. And
I need her in something, because in my mind, by the time she rolls around in Thunderbolts, no one's going to care. They're going to go, who the fuck is this? Oh, that's right. She did make a 4-second appearance in these 2 movies.
Yeah. And it's and like Nick Fury's been in space for like 3 years now. Like, what's going on with that? Like, there's a lot of loose ends and they're all over the place. And then they just keep giving us new things. So it's like, we still have all these questions and you're not answering any questions. You're just giving us more.
Yeah.
And it's like, at some point, it's like, I need closure on some of these stories because I'm going to stop caring.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is they're running the risk. And I think you just nailed it when you said you're going to stop caring, because eventually, like I just said, she's going to show up again and people are going to go, who the fuck is this?
No.
Because she showed up for a minute in Falcon and Winter Soldier. She was in just the after credit scene of Black Widow. So it's not going to be this big thing when she's in Thunderbolts. It's going to be like, yeah. Who fucking cares?
I mean, also, Harrison Ford is like 80.
Yeah.
So, like, how many movies did he sign on for?
Who fucking cares? I think
You're going to have to kill him, I think.
that's totally cool. You know, Harrison Ford is totally cool to die in movies. So.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, anyway, Black Panther 2. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that shit this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. Me too.
Yeah. I mean, I know we just bitched about it, but I like the MCU.
Oh no, me too. I do too. But
there's a lot more good than there is like mediocre.
The content is good. It just, and I think part of it is intentional to make people just be asking questions.
Yeah. And like none of it, I don't think any of it has ever been like straight up bad. Like I've never watched any MCU anything and been like, this sucks. I've seen things and been like, I'm bored, and that's it.
Right.
Like I can see what's going to happen and I don't particularly like it. Like even like Eternals was like, but like I'd watch it again. Give that another watch. See what happens, you know?
Oh yeah.
And like I feel like I've watched all of them at least once. I mean, even Iron Man 3, I saw that in theaters, and at the time I was like, that sucked. Then I watched it again and I was like, oh, it doesn't suck.
I've heard that's exactly due for a rewatch.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just not what you want.
Okay.
From an Iron Man 3, you know? But yeah, it's good stuff. And you know what? Now that DC for some reason finally got their head out of their ass and they're like, "Hey, let's give our entire universe to like an actual creative mind." They did what we said, actually.
They've been listening.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, Zack Snyder, I feel like he's not a great guy to like pin your whole universe on.
Absolutely not.
Because he can't read.
All right, so what if we just turn all the lights off? Can you guys see anything? No? Good.
Completely
Action!
In black and white. Yeah. Let's film these really colorful characters in black and white.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take all the dialogue out. Just have them grunt at each other.
Martha.
Let's make Superman really sad. Let's get a real sad Superman.
Sad boy Superman.
Yeah, he's like,
oh, I don't feel like I belong.
Shut up.
I'm dead. Boo, 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 boo.
Shut up, smile, and catch somebody falling out of a burning building.
Yeah.
And
You're
say,
fucking Superman.
You're okay, ma'am. I've got you. Give me Superman. Don't give me this, I'm brooding, and my costume is practically black and white because of the color saturation, and I'm sad because I don't know if I belong, and I kill people too. I kill because I have so much power, and I'm a badass, and I fucking murder people. And then Batman's like, I shoot people with guns. even though my fucking parents were killed in front of me with guns.
My whole
kill
thing
people
is I
with
don't
guns.
kill.
Yeah. And now I kill people, and not only do I just kill them, I use fucking guns. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Those movies are actually really good. No, you're actually really stupid. How's that?
I'll admit this. His week-long version of Justice League was better than the theatrical release.
I liked it. I liked Justice League. I'm talking shit, but I liked Man of Steel and I liked Justice League. But Batman vs. Superman is unforgivable.
Yeah, Batman vs. Superman was dog shit in a bag,
Idiot.
burning on my grandma's face.
Yeah, it's rough. Why would anybody greenlight that? Why would
Because it's No, I understand why they greenlit it. It's Batman v Superman. The studio didn't give a fuck what they did.
Yeah, clearly, and that's why the DCEU is in a fucking turlet, and actors are jumping ship, and now they got creative minds, and the actors are coming back. I bet they're paying right out of their ass for Henry Cavill, because for some reason they were like, nah, we won't make any Superman content, even though he's fucking Superman, the premier superhero. And they're like, nah, people don't want to see that. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Let's just do another Batman. Oh, are you going to change it up? Are you going to make this Batman like wacky and like otherworldly? No, we'll do real gritty and realistic. We already fucking did that, guys. That being said, The Batman's a very good movie.
I really like
it. We already fucking did that.
I really liked The Batman.
It's a great movie. I would watch it 1,000 times over.
I thought it was just
what?
as good as Batman Begins.
Get your fucking gritty Batman, realistic Batman. We already fucking synced it. Why are you giving it to us again? This one's even more grounded. Even more grounded? Now it's silly because it's even more grounded.
Yeah,
because that man's dressed as a bat.
You can't keep grounding it more and more. I would love if DC decided to do two different Batman franchises at the same time. One, a super gritty with like the Robert Pattinson Batman, and the other one with like, I don't know, Seth Rogen as Batman. Just like as the Adam West Batman. I would enjoy that.
Yeah, look, give me a wacky Batman. Give me that wacky shit.
That's not DC's nature.
Evidently not. They don't fucking like to have fun. So everybody's got to be sad. Fuck off. And they tried it in Wonder Woman 84.
That sucked.
Really,
that was so
work.
bad.
I liked what's his name?
Pedro Pascal?
Yes. I loved everything he did. I was like, this is great. I'm loving this.
That movie fucking sucked. I'm sorry. That was bad.
It wasn't good.
Wonder Woman was good. Wonder Woman 84 was horrible.
Yeah, we should cover those when they do.
I'll totally do it.
Wonder Woman 3, I guess. I'm pretty sure they're still making that. They got it, right? I don't know. People like Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
we've been going for a long time.
Yes, we have. Where can they find you on the social media?
They can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Robert Corridor, and they can find the Royds on Instagram at _Royds, and on Twitter at TheRoydsBand, and on TikTok at TheRoyds. You can find the music from our podcast at TheRoyds.bandcamp.com. Andy, where can they find the rest of our music?
You go to Spotify, you go to Apple Music, you go to wherever you get your music, and you search the THE space ROYDS. I almost said underscore like a shit clown. But yeah, you search The Royds, and you'll find we got 2 albums and a Christmas song. And yeah, the music video for the Christmas song is on the YouTube as well.
That is true.
And
it is on the YouTube.
That's a good time. It's a good time. We had a fun time making it, and it's fun to watch.
Feels like so long ago now.
Yeah, I feel like it was.
It was.
Was that like 3 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Was I still in New York, or was I living in Delaware?
You were in Delaware.
Holy shit. All right. Yeah, check that out. It's good stuff. And thank you for listening. Again, tell your friends. Leave a 5-star
like and
review.
subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. And we will eventually cover Black Panther 2, probably when it comes to Disney Plus, because you can't really take notes in the theater.
They frown upon that.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm sitting there filming it.
But you know what? If you want us to do like bonus podcasts for theater, like things in theaters, email us and we'll think about it.
roydsreview@gmail.com.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun.
This has. Tune in next week for Toy Story 2.
We're doing okay.
We're
doing
staying
that one.
slaves to Disney.
Yep. Toy Story Ducks. That's French for 2.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, I said bye first that time. Right.
Nah, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
stole your thunders.
Life has no meaning.
Oh my god, you took it really hard.